I'm going to invite you right now into the present moment, into being here in your body, noticing all that is happening around you, sounds and life. And you are at the center of this life. I invite you to breathe into your center. Softening and feeling the extension of your energy from the center point as your awareness goes out from here to all things around you. And yet it is firmly rooted and anchored in the center. If it wanders away from the center, keep bringing it back. Breathing into your center point. And this could be your heart area or anywhere that feels natural to you in your body. So becoming aware of your body in space at the center point. Becoming aware of your energy radiating out from this point. As it embraces all of life in its happening and unfolding. All is as it is. So finding acceptance. Acceptance for what is. Softening into receiving energy in all of its forms. And receiving what is. Not judging it. Letting it simply be. Allowing, accepting, no need to change anything. Breathing through resistance, releasing, letting go, coming back to center. So being able to hold our center regardless of what is going on around us is a practice of opening the birthing canal through which life can move and pour through us. So our first practice is learning to hold present moment awareness, to stay in our center, and to allow all of life to be just as it is. Allowing life to be is the flow. It's the flow through the stable, unmoving center. It is the masculine holding presence, holding center for the feminine flow of life to flow through. So what we are effectively learning is to be heart valves for the current of source energy out into the world of form. Heart valves that respond to life, that open to let the flow of life through, and that close and rest in stillness when stillness is present. But all the time we are that heart valve. We are not forgetting the holding of the present. We are aware of the flow, whether it is still or whether it is moving. If it is moving, we open our heart valve and allow it through. If it is still, it naturally rests. This is the first step and practice of working with source energy, of learning to be a channel for life. We are aware of ourselves in life, in the moment. We are aware of what is moving. And when it moves, we allow it to move. So what this may look like is sitting in source connection, in presence, and inspiration flows, a spark or an idea flows. And we stay with the current, the energy of that movement, and we flow with it. We become the union, we become the flow, united with the presence, and the presence moves and flows together. They are united in a process of co-creation in that moment. And this is how the masculine serves the feminine. It is like a sentry that holds presence, and when the feminine chooses to flow, it is alert, it is aware of her needs, and it moves and flows with her, not losing itself, but holding point for it. So it moves in the stillness, like the center of a black hole. Pulls everything into it, and yet is in and of itself, not going anywhere. And from this point, stars are born, new creation happens. We need to learn how to hold this as the first point, as the step one, as the first step. And when we can hold this, then more can flow, more can come through us. It is like learning to ride a horse or a bull. You may get thrown off at first, and you won't be able to go very far on your horse. And your first practice will be to stay on the horse. And this is to learn to hold presence, to flow. But after a while you learn to master that, and then you can stay on your horse, which is the flow. The rider is presence, and the rider can ride the horse, can go where it wants to go on the journey. To follow flow. And that is a journey into the unknown. And when we learn to master flow, then more can flow through us, and we are given more current, as it were. So in the beginning stages, do not become frustrated that more should be happening in your life. Simply be grateful that you are at this point of learning to open to the life force, to be present to it, and to be in service to it. And in this acceptance of where you are, you allow your channel to become stronger, the birthing canal to become thicker, so that it can hold the flow of life force. To come through it in service to all of life.